commissioning plays by Nigel Wells, and this evening's is in the tradition of what we've done before, i.e. no tradition at all, very experimental. What can I say? I'm not sure. In case you don't know, Verbals is the centre and home of word-based events in Aberystwyth. Many people contribute to it, not just myself, also Douglas Houston and other people have been involved as well. It's a sort of an umbrella. And the idea basically is not simply to have poetry readings, but to look at the occasions when words enter really any context or any environment. And Nigel's plays are receptive to experimenting on that edge. That's in a way what you're about to experience is true Verbals. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Once would we stand, gloved hand in bare hand, sip our carafed wine, and pleasantly through time stand perfectly in line, and then we fall. And a certain prudence takes the lips, a hint of lewdness squints the eyes. The skin of cream or skin of tan is required by something that quits and jokes at this creation, that cause the great commotion, but withholds any motion, though promises as lotion by and by. Once would we run, stripped down for the sun, wrapped up for the moon, paint our burn to a tune, trace shape from a loom, and then we fall. And the stripping soreness splits the lips, the stinging rawness smarts the eyes, the skin so pink or skin so long, upon the woman or the man, is reclaimed by the thing that quits, and jokes at all creation, that causes all commotion, and will not issue potion, just promises his lotion, by and by. Once would we dance, style for hope or for chance, tap the toe on the heel, catch her glance or his feel, that leisurely need to heal, and then we fall. And a walking blackness plucked the lips, creeping redness hits the eyes, the skin of bear or skin of girl upon the woman or the man is revealed by the thing that quits, and damns its joke creation, that likes to cause commotion, that loves a bright duration, that never hands out potion, but maybe dabs on lotion by and by, just maybe drips on some lotion on the lips, just maybe squeezes lotion in the eye. Yes, please prepare the lotion down the eye. Oh, please apply that lotion before we fly.
Hello there.
Huh.
How's it going?
Hmm?
Good song.
Yeah.
Been here a while then.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hmm.
So, what happens now?
Huh.
I mean, were you going to do anything? You know, do you fancy making a move there or anything?
Huh?
What? Do you think it's been a while?
Yeah, I guess.
So, do you have a plan?
I guess the plan would be to hang around here till you can't stand it any longer and then go someplace else and hang around.
Good plan, mister.
Yeah, hell with it.
Fuck it! Flack it, frock it, and flap it! Bastard, steaming, bastard, piss-driven, flapping hell, fire, an owl, a sniffing owl. Jesus, Jane Christ, what a clout. Oh, look at this shit. I said not feathers. Nothing with feathers. I hate fucking feathers. Nothing with feathers, thank you very much. Your cloutship, I said. None of the feathered variety, thank you. Scales as usual, please, oh cloutish one. Yes? Dog wife. I've always had scales, and she flanky well knows it. Scales are what I'm good in. Scales are me. They all know that. She knows that. But no, our clever clip, great omnipotent, I'm in charge, Royal Madam Minstrap decides feathers. Shite. I could have stood skin, stuck fur, but prickly louse-bound mythological bastard feathers, fluck it. And I don't believe her. A tossing owl of all things. Transparent sow. I know what she's up to. Good choice, Mom. There's always a cranky night shift round here anyway. Jesus, what she knows about labour relations would rattle round a gnat's arse. However, I'm a professional. No precious little respect I get for it. If it's on the bastard job sheet, I do the bastard job. Jeez, I work these fucking things. What? All right, I'm going. To wit to fucking woo to you too, madam. Right, to wit to woo, I'm on the way. Okay, we're on the job. Let's have a look here. Subject, male. 1, 2, check. Condition, damaged. Yes. Case notes. Outlaw. Entry point, southwestern United States. Butcherer of men, women and children, both native and white, guilty and innocent, singly and in groups. Killer for money, goods or sport, in anger or with humour of any creature drawing breath without distinction. Desecrator and destroyer of buildings, private, commercial and religious. Defiler, both sexually and with proprietary implements of beings, human and animal, living and dead. Known to have fashioned from victims' body parts, internal and external, artefacts of personal adornment. Also to have indulged partiality for flesh of human infants, white, raw or cooked. Well, you're allowed, aren't you, eh? Let's see. Manner of exit. Shot and hanged. No surprises there. No details though. Pity. Helps to have a bit of background. Still, no matter, we can work it accordingly. Now then, recommendation. The glory reel. Well, I suppose I'd have no option really. Right now, over here, what have we got? Subject, female, 2, 1, check. Condition, damaged, yes. Case notes. Holy Sister, Order of the Blessed Nora Marquis, a missionary order about the Lord's work, settlement of San Juan Perez. Entry point, country of Ireland, northwest coastal area. Term feral, cause unspecified. Acquired prodigious and depraved appetites, addiction to debauchery. Eater of own and others' excrement, unremitting thirst for liquor, urine, sanctified wine, cocktails of same. Claimed in basest form sexual service indiscriminately of male and female adults, native or white. Encouraged lewd and grotesque behaviour amongst children in a place of worship. Sought physical congress with animals and with snakes. Besmirched with female fluids, holy relics of the blessed Nora Marquis. By the cringe, I declare, what have we got a pigeon pair? Where am I? Oh, yeah. Manner of exit. Confined in a dry latrine, covered with brushwood and burnt. That could happen to anyone. And recommendation, sure to be, yes, the glory reel. Well, feathers aside, I will say it's a proper job. You don't give this sort of thing to the fropping apprentice. Oh no. Okay then, my little tearaways, let's get started then. Hands off cocks onto socks and all that.
About your plan.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm your flacking plan, you flickers. I'm plan A, plan B, and a flacking contingency plan as well, alright? Sorry, you're thinking overreaction, lost his rag, his old fella duster. Well, chappies, on to number one. Didn't I flop? On to number two. I got off to a bad start, you see. Bother with upstairs, and these fellas are giving me jip. On to number three. Well, the hell with number three. Whichever, things are running a little late now. I should have been here for arrival. Would have been if it wasn't for the feather business. No matter though. Soon catch up. Bit of a recap. I'll make a note. There. Carry on.
Hello there.
Howdy.
Did we meet already?
Can't say. Yeah, well, seems like.
Well, that's a strange thing for you.
Seems stranger.
Yes, well, it's an interesting life you've been living there, mister.
Ain't dull, I reckon.
Oh, and sure me own now has on occasion been lively, but no bones now. There was, something seems... No bones, a wee bit, do you not feel? Ain't now peculiar here?
Well, might. I reckon.
I would say so, mister, I would. And how come? Tell me this now. How come does it seem like... Listen now. I do not know at all. Listen now, from here, from there, or from anywhere or nowhere, at all. Tell me that if you like.
Don't recollect, huh?
I do not.
Well, hell, you were just never here before.
That's true for you. But Mr. Hahn is on now. I don't recall travelling. I don't recall buying a wee ticket, blanketing the mule, lacing boots and bags. I don't recall the journey or getting here, so I don't.
Guess you just disremembered.
Sure, that's possible. Things have been a whisk hazy the while. On and off,
Yeah, the hell you say.
But I don't think... Look, yourself now. I don't see you having too much in the way of transportation there.
Surely ain't.
Come on then, Mr. Hunt. What's the story, eh? Look, myself now. I was having, as I thought, a nice wee talk with some interesting theologian scholars. When the blessed Nora forgive them, they got themselves terrible overexcited. For my own well-being and reputation, I felt I ought to leave the discussion. But then on account of their insistence and their argumentative natures, was forced to flee their company. Eventually take refuge in a bit of a hole along the bare road where I do believe I had a wee faint.
The hell you did.
As I recall, I would say so. Well, you know that, Mr. Dear, I'm starting wondering now if this, peculiarity, and maybe yourself there also, but not just after being a wee thingum of a dream here, brought on by small measure of watered wine I have recently been taking for the female complaint. The blessed Nora forgive us that thing. It is recommended by visiting father for such occasions. But tell the truth, you can't always trust its quality and condition.
The hell you can't.
Indeed. But your own self now. Come on, look thoughtful, honey dear.
Well, I guess, well, hell, I reckon I took a knock on the head when my horse fell. Like yourself there, I had to light out, being pursued by a bunch of rapscallions, sure enough. We was discussing prices in a store, neighborly as it seemed. And then they took against my recommendations. Got right prickly, and like I say, I had to light out, and then my horse, over she goes, and, well, there you have her. That's about the full bag of dust, I reckon.
Well and all.
Les, of course you could be tracking right there, lady. You know that store, that sells alcohol with a bug in her. Stuff will put you in a dream, surer than a greased 44.
Well and all.
So, a little puzzled, eh? Just confused. Not quite sure what the hell's happening. That's okay, you should fit in well around here. Anyway, all will, I'm told, be revealed in due course. I'm told.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Do I know you, fella?
No me. No me.
Hell.
Excellent.
Well now indeed, that's a sorry enough spectacle you'd not want to be knowing at all, Mr. Dear.
Continue.
Do you think it's something got out from something?
Hell, just a drunk Egypt.
Not an idiot and not drunk. Shan't be a fine thing. No, dear hearts and gentle people, honoured guests, I am your appointed guide, spiritual and medical advisor, friend and confidant. I also arrange music, supply good condition used clothing, and dispose of waste material. You will learn to love me, and I will teach you regret. Any questions?
I was dreaming.
I was dreaming.
Brave up, folks. You weren't.
I
You
took
are.
refuge.
I fell.
No and no.
Then why?
No.
Bug juice.
No.
I don't get it.
What is?
Like I said, just confused, eh? Well, it will only get worse. Now, if you wouldn't mind, please, we don't need these, do we? I don't think so. Part and parcel, well, that's what she'd say. What a radical thinker, eh?
You took my gun.
Fancy.
How did you do that?
By the authority invested in...
No! How did you... Why didn't I just...
Cause. Your hide belongs to me now, Pilgrim. That's why. Feel like a short stroll.
I said this was peculiar. Look, Mr. Bird thing. Now could you please tell me and your man here who or what you are and where or why we are? Because to be honest, I'm getting a wee bit tiresome.
Oh my.
No one ever took my gun.
Tiresome, eh? Well, that's kind of how things are around here, little missy. If you know what I mean.
But don't you be fretting yourself there now, all right?
Look. We've got a hell of a distance to cover. So why don't we get going? And I can tell you, or with a little encouragement, you can tell me all about it on the way. All right?
I'd kind of appreciate knowing where it is that we're going, Bird.
Indeed.
Going? Where do you think we're going? We're going dancing.
There is a list of consequences, things undone in kingdom come. There
we've little else to do. Queue in front of another queue. Not all the queues to join the queue. So can we please form a further queue near the other queue? And that is formed where this queue meets the rear of the queue that's queuing here.
We who are selected,
Endure and offer.
Lackluster confession.
we who are selected,
Bear with patience.
All earthly emblems.
we who are selected,
We are penitent and inconsolable.
We are desolate and incomplete.
we who are selected,
In our frayed and hollow coats.
Emerge from those remnants of error.
we who are selected beg license,
Disencumbered of inscription, artistry, and all the devices of candor and heroism.
beg and do agitate for
Private and visible.
Diffused and finite.
the decay of endeavour,
Acrid and interminable.
the abandonment of expectation,
Its dry and muffled corrosion.
the entanglement of appointment,
That calligraphy of insult.
we who are selected,
Distance from fluency.
Pigment and magnetism obsolete.
Crave knowledge now.
Claim influence on
all in all,
the eider down and the birthmark, the connoisseur and the decent fellow, the shy salute and the sinewy bride, the polished deliberation and the corridor wherein it dulls,
we reject speedily and with venom,
The ulcer and the yawn.
which spellbind
Combine.
as failed and wretched dream,
we who are selected conclude,
tremble and conclude.
all in all,
Conclude.
hold up folks, let's take a break for a moment, shall we? Oh, quiet yourselves down there. Oh, Jesus. Have a biscuit. You know, personally, I would like to discontinue some of the formal stuff, but what's the drops is dead keen on tradition. So am I to argue. Though I do, of course. At the last annual general, I made my views known in no uncertain terms.
Your views. I have views. What of my views?
My views are, you tricked me down, got me powerless, took my gun, and for that, I will, as you better believe it, sooner or later, gut you like the chicken you are. For a dumb cluck with a beak, you have a big mouth.
Fine, fine. Fine. Well, let me put it this way. One, you shouldn't interrupt when someone else is speaking. Two, as you say, you are powerless. Three, I'm the cranking comedian around here, thank you very much. You were saying, my dear?
My view was and is that this whole business is either a particularly confused dream or a mild hallucination brought on by whatever causes. And Mr. Bird, I can tell you that being a strong-minded woman, I have every intention of rolling over and thinking of something else. Whereupon, as I'm not in the habit of recalling bouts of indigestion, you, Mr. Quackdoodle, will very quickly become less than a memory of a memory.
Pluck off. You know, you're becoming very long-winded. You know that? Anyway, according to this, rolled over and thought of something else 1,460 times during the space of one calendar year. Not an obvious career move for someone of your vocation, I would say. 1,460, let's see. That's 4 times a day you rolled over, you rascal, you, and I'm none too sure as to how often you're actually thinking of something else, you know. Christ, I had hopes here if only rolled over 4 times in a year. Most of course they were thinking of something else. Physical necessity, if you catch my drift. However, never mind that. Look, we must press on. If you've finished, we'll go a little further. And then Sweetness and Light here will recall her indigestion for us. Upon our journey,
We are compound, malicious, frightful.
upon our journey,
We are quick, breathless.
electrical, stamping our comfortless way,
We are severed, random, bereft.
diamond complexity,
Whether our substance,
charitable instrument of obscurity,
Unmake our text.
permanent immensity.
we are embittered of finesse.
We are
We are diverted from sonority.
and plead correction
Upon our journey.
So, there you were, giving yourself a bit of a Jeffrey. Then what happened?
She is a poor girl from a poor parish, where sea and rock, dark jaw locked, ravage then relent. Of choice she is much alone. She spoons her name in earth. She smiles as rain erases her, smears and muddies her. Proper behaviour from the weather. Good weather. Good weather. Once, a young one, cutting turf, called to her, touched her hair. She liked that, but found her own hand more adept. Curious, she dipped and tasted of herself, thereafter frequently drew sustenance from that deep well, from that dark storm. She is a poor girl from a poor parish. She goes with the sisters, lives that hard regime, ravage then relent. She is much alone. The bones of her nose become tender, her tongue hurts. Sight, hearing, touch, retreat, detach. She thinks one day she'll not remember them. Taste and smell overwhelm her. She hunts out refuse, haunts the laundry bins. She scoops from the soil heaps, crusted slope her bidden name, delights and shudders at the seepage of herself. She maintains her secrecy. She is.
Shit. Oi, back up there for a moment.
Embarked for convertible territory. Under trust from her order. She has maintained her secrecy. She hoards her stomach's voidance, returns to it, and is restored. In the hole's profundity, from rope, tat, caulk, and pot, she gleans cosmetic stuff, tars her nails, rich, reeking black. A sailor in her weakness and his dark forces her, takes her from behind, and later she probes her fingers there. Her nostrils yawn for odor then, saliva drips for taste.
Okay, that'll do. You all right now?
She entertains, in the deep bilge, slakes a bold thirst, with salt crew, certain deck passengers, between times, marvelling. tainted diet, sour prayers, hold her in thrall. She is much alone. Sensationalized. She is a miracle and much alone.
Yes.
Disembarked. Western port for San Juan Perez. The desert traverse. Aridity. Desert smells are subtle. The tastes few. She breathes her mount, and her lone guide. At night soon she tastes him. Tangible language rears from the pores, spreads, dries. The desert also craves.
Okay, look, let me just get it straight so far. You're brought up right, short on food and home comforts, right? You're a solitary, right? You develop a need and a taste for something different. You follow your nose, right? Subsequently, you take the sniff and lick option, sidelining an unusual and prohibited sexual activity while pursuing a vocational career with a religious order, right? So then, poverty, pornography, fetishism, blasphemy, and, let's see, depression, excuse nutrition, or what?
Or what? Or what? What shall it profit a man that he inherit the earth and lose his soul?
Reeking out, shut up! I'm trying to concentrate here. Anyway, that's completely out of character. Now,
What the desert, what the poor girl from the poor parish, her order and its mission, what they crave.
well, so?
Her feet are diminutive. The desert is said to be vast. It may be, or it may not. It fails to claim her attention. She lives a small circumference. She is diameter. She hooplas, cartwells, whirligigs, home place, spa place, rest place.
Your mouth's starting to get ahead of your brain, dear. Anyway, that about brings it up to date. The rest seems fairly well documented here. Any blanks can be filled in as and when. So then, babes, what do you say? Off we jolly well once more, okay? Tell you what, we've got some distance to make, and you need to be limbering up anyway. You've no chance if you're all stiff and plumpy. So, why don't we nudge on with a touch of the old quick step, then when we next stop for a breather, Nobrot here can tell us all about the story of his life, which I don't doubt will be a wonderment. Right then? Best foot's forward, dim dum dam, Matthew Mark, hot foot, left foot, go! Jig along, move it along, jog along, jig along, sing the song, sweeter the song, the better you go.
Angel turned us quick and slow.
Best be nimble, best be quick.
Angel carries an angel stick.
Best slip lightly, 'cause you know
Angel is a so-and-so.
swing your tits and swing your dome.
Jog along, jig along, won't be long.
Till you tread that stepping floor.
Angel stamps and claps his ball.
Henry, they hop 2, 3, 4, life, love, death, law, hop 6, 7, 8, work, plan, try and fake, assembly, here we are. Nearly there. Stand easy. Squat on your butts if you like. Yeah. Sip a slurp for all this. So, young killer me lad, tell us all about it.
Huh?
You know, your life and all.
Life.
Shit. I'm a kid, you know? Growing and such. Doing stuff, you know? Kid stuff. Oh, hell, what's to say?
Well, try.
Something, whip work, hard company, best of the bad. Hell, I don't know what to say. Just haul off, will you?
Suit yourself. That'll have to do then. Perhaps it'll be okay. Who knows? No fluff off my arse. Let's see. Recalcitrant. Now, I want you to talk amongst yourselves for a while. I need to nip down the benderways. Cough up a few pellets out of shit. Check if everything's laid on properly. Right. See you. Have fun with the misery. Back in a bit.
I don't get it. I wouldn't have thought twice. You know, one shot. A few nicks and he'd be a money pouch. I don't get it.
A peculiarity. Peculiarity. I smell pale. Taste flat. Peculiarity. Improper.
I never did those especially. Smell, taste, you know? See, in the gun trade, what you work on most are sight and hearing. The pulled pistol, the sneak up, the snick of the metal, flick of skin. Yeah, mostly the eye and the ear. Mostly.
And that's about the mostly you've said above the necessary. Do you know that? You're not a man for conversation or the chat, are you, mister?
Well, mostly I keep close.
Mostly. So, sometimes.
Sometimes what?
So, sometimes you trot the talk.
Talk.
Talk, words, flying, away and back, this space to that.
I ain't too set on that. Sometimes. Sometimes I say my piece.
Piece?
My poem.
Poem?
Yeah, poem. Got a poem. My piece.
The blessed Nora, aren't you the surprise? And were you making this piece? Learning it? Or who?
Couldn't say.
But how are you knowing it?
Just do. Always have, always have.
Blessed Nora. So, who do you say this poem to? When?
When's right? Whoever, I guess.
Of course, the poem's not conversation.
Oh, look, shit. I don't know. Hell, just quit. Quit, will you?
I'd say this piece. Time could be right, you know, now, myself.
Hell.
Not sure, couldn't say, but
Look, enough said.
come on with you.
Now look, don't you press, because I'm a dark man.
And I'm a fierce girl, and you go pale, and I doubt your old piece.
Now look. Hell. Hell, look. Look. Hell. Okay. 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 Listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Ears on away.
Okay. This is my piece. Cowboys come and hear a story of the power and the glory of death and great adventure, shine and cry. How it was for one gunslinger side by side with his dead ringer beyond the law, below the borderline. Oh, anyone of 4 or 5, near 2 parts dead and half alive, would recognize the tale I have to tell. Most any of the top-notch guns, the Badlands Universal Sons would know I say it true, say it well. It was in the town of Gutshot. Sheriff Johnson tied the hang knot and placed it round the neck of someone's paw. Then he slapped old Dollar's butt end, and so lawfully he did send that pappy where a light shone deep and far. And most legal like the neck snapped, and most festive like the crowd clapped. An artist chalked a likeness of the head. The soul strung for the by and by, heard as it flew a tiny cry, somewhere with birthed a boy child in its stead. A boy come to his damned senses, grew and learned his tenses, learned how to walk the line, but walk it skew. Learned the word, learned the figure, learned the blade, and learned the trigger, learned what his other self already knew. The boy became the youth, the man hid from a youth who ran from a boy's dark fright at a deep far light. A man shored up by shadow stuff, in double time, at double bluff, just fighting life and living for a fight. For that deep far light honed his sight, as his hearing tuned to the night, while anger rolled and rattled round his brain. By skin and the bloody bones caged, his nerve ends and arteries raised. Is pain the only thing to ease the pain? A voice sighed like a smoking gun. Now listen good. There is no fun. This is as good as it will get by far. And that voice cut like a Barlow knife. There is no other better life. Believe me, 'cause I'm your brother and your pa. The man became the thing he was because of this and just because. And that's the way it happens. Well, I guess it's kind of like that, I should say, or a bit like that, or that way. Yes, that's the way it happens, more or less. So when you're born out of dying, ghosts come round with truth and lying, and they put you right and likewise put you wrong. That's the blood. That's the theory. So thanks to all of you who hear me. That's the end of this interesting song. It's my piece.
Well, you boy, that was grand. Fair plays to you. Except it sort of trailed off. You didn't miss a bit, did you?
That's my piece!
All right. Don't be going mad.
Yeah, well, don't you be winding me.
Oh, well. Oh, well, I conclude we've lost some senses, Mr. Hun. I do conclude.
No, couldn't be. Can't. So don't whine me. Don't be maddening me.
Don't you be getting brackish on me. Don't you be going nasty.
Nasty is as nasty jumps.
Well, your man, the bird, was saying, was he saying? I believe he was saying, you're the jumping boy.
Oh yeah, clean, straight, and nasty, Miss Weird. Damn bird brain marked you for some queer weirdness. The queerest, did he not? Sure did.
Surely not. I Sister Self, being blessed with certain heightened senses, worships at the fount and font of that, a Christian undertaking. I do not shoot out eyes, slit gizzards, eat babies or hung tongues and fingers round my neck. So don't be talking now, there's a queer dear.
And don't you be maddening me.
Oh! Away and suck your bum, Mr. Queer Dear.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
There, mister. Don't be now. Don't be. Don't be taking on now. Don't. It's peculiarity. Just so. There. Oh, honey dear, we are not working. We're not what we were. We're insipid and glum. Oh, what's to be done, honey dear? Speak in one language. Speak it clear.
was a little country girl and she went from there to here. Her eyesight was not too much, she'd only half an ear. She didn't know some part of that wouldn't make the devil dream, and a mouth that held the tongue in red would make the devil a habit was as good as it was bad. She flopped like a rabbit every last something or that. Who could make a judgment stack against the dirty acts when the devil makes a pact with God? And neither have the facts. Diddly 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 diddly
We are not what we were.
I'm a dark man, you hear?
So you were, honey dear. So you were.
For the heart coin, blood pocket stitched into my coat.
I don't doubt.
I ransacked all carry-away entrails and the green money.
Sure you did, so you did.
The sound that makes the sight that is.
No more, wee man.
I'm a dark man! Famously dark.
I fear what you may be. What I.
Blessed Lord, oh, we got bored so. We got strange and went to town. Blessed Savior, our behavior made us famous, well renowned. So now
leave you for 5 minutes and you go and get cracking religion. I shouldn't bother, believe me. Now, I've been having a word, and it looks like I could really get shat on if you're not sorted soon. So, let's get a grip, eh? If you've any questions, now's the time. Come on, let's go. Else big boss twitch person will be getting a power surge in her pants and there'll be hell to pay. Look, it's okay. I may be a bit rough and ready, but I am capable of the grunting civilities, you know, so come on, ask away.
Am I a dark man?
Dark, you may not recognize.
Am I a damn woman?
Fine, fine damnation.
You took my gun.
My cross?
Devices of aggression and or protection, apart from yours truly, have little worth or meaning around here.
Where the hell is here?
Any of those? But not there.
There being where?
The place you are not now, nor will ever be.
Talk sense.
Sensibility, oh my. Oh, you'd know all about sense and senses, wouldn't you?
He was a hard man.
Indeed.
No more.
Nail on the head.
I don't get it.
I fear I do.
Indeed.
Small arms in a big country, a pal once said. That's a life ever living. Sound weaponry. A red and rising landscape. A decent hat, and then, brother, it's roughshod and gutshot. Hell on hooves and the devil's right hand. Savage and true. Men without women. Keeping the land low. Rock level, the Scorpion brothers swiping at the civilized heart, my pal said. He got to be a thinker, though. I cut his backbone out for dice, left his hide at Dry Tick Creek. I believe I did. I can't recall.
Memory, armor, a forfeit.
We're dead, aren't we?
Rocking brilliant! That's the quickest anyone's tweaked for ages. That's great. Right, cutting the coy ambiguities in answer to your question. Answer number 1, yes. Answer number 2, yes. Answer number 3, frockin' hell, yes.
Dead! I made my getaway! I took a knock, drunk, maybe, but...
We man, honey. You did not. Lank string in a coward's knot. Bloody bruise and tatty rag. The inevitable stain all disproved the life. Mr. Has been, Mr. Dear.
Well, hell, I can live with that. I've been better than halfway there this whole life. Fact is, I feel a sight handier for having the truth of it. So hell, you blaze away, you all! Let's get to the fire.
Good man yourself. That's a fine spirit on you. Hear that, bird?
Oh, yes.
So?
Well, next thing.
Whoa there, crap doodle. You are a shit-sinking son of a hoot owl's ass. Yes.
Well, you're feeling livelier, but don't push it.
Oh yeah? So, what's the story here?
A question for you.
Don't ask, comes with the job.
Job.
Just a clocking job. Don't ask, don't ask.
Was yourself said ask away?
All right. I work for the Induction Services Department of the Global Correction Division of the Universal Resettlement Program, an independent agency, all right?
The hell you do.
Yeah, under contract.
And?
Her idea. I've always worn a snakeskin outfit. Boots, jacket, hat. Scales, you see. Androgynous. Renewable. Right for the job and looked flaking great. Then shag-rag the mighty moose-bleeding political nipples decide reassessment of image, changing attitudes, positive discrimination. Load of galactus. And I get stuck into a clucking owl suit so as to promote aspects of female wisdom. Shit end of shite as usual. It doesn't occur to her that the moon-eyed gets a flea-ridden, flacking outcast and every other bastard pecks the piss out of. So, yes, a bit of preparation and you're away. First, though, some admin. I need your initial reaction, overall impression, and a general response. Okay? Right. No looking or touching. Other than that, feel free. Come on. Don't pluck about. Speak. Speak your mind, please.
Bemused,
Befuddled.
aroused,
Stricken.
amazed,
Stupefied.
unnerved,
Unmanned.
ecstatic,
Stricken.
a twist in the skin.
A curve in the mind.
Never could not sin.
Never could be kind.
This is turnabout.
This is stand around.
This is absence.
This is severance.
This as beads or pence.
Is no sense.
Perhaps,
There is sense.
perhaps and possibly.
This is what we see.
I said not to look or touch.
Drying on a pole.
Your clenching stones,
Crisping under cold.
my buttered bones.
Well, yeah, okay. That was so concise. I'll overlook the contact. Very good, thank you. Now it's nearly dance time. You can read, I believe, correct?
Being a sister, yes.
Long since, before I was a mission boy. Yeah, I can read.
Good, good, good. Right, take these, recite, and memorise.
Gents right arm.
Over lady's shoulder.
Home left hand.
Advance and retire.
House around.
Spring in place.
Gent circle left.
Circle right.
Swing in roll.
All around twice.
Make an arch.
Pass through.
Face partner.
Step sideways.
Square across.
Slide in.
Round lady.
Chain right.
Dance sideways.
And down.
Dance the body.
Around and home.
A few steps further. Now, best try and make you a bit presentable. Usually a lost cause with you sticky enders, but I do what I can.
Things kind of come and go around here, Birdie.
You've noticed that. Croaking horrible, isn't it? What can you do, though?
Tricky for you too, huh?
Well,
So can you tell us anything? You know, about, you know.
afraid not. I would if I could, but I can't. All the job sheet says is meet you at arrival, check and update current information, give specific induction, and get you to the right door in a fit state. Then wait.
Wait. For what?
Pluck do I know. I'm normally off once you're in. Yeah, they're probably just pissing me about. Unless perhaps you're a special case.
Were we that fierce?
Yeah, well, pretty much, but not for me to judge.
In where?
In there. And I think it's time to go time. Right. That's about the best I can do, so kick off, flick off, bye-bye.
Oh, well, mister, will we go?
Why not? Happy trails.
sound like a reel to me. How'd it go?
How did what go?
You know, the what? Well, that's tricking great, that is. That's madam, that is. That's tricking tip.
We'll be heading then.
Hell yes. Let's ride.
They said to give you this.
Right. Well. Thanks. Thanks a bunch.
And the lifelessness will link the lips, the deadness linking to the eyes. The skin of bear or skin of fowl upon the angel or the owl is renamed by whatever dips a feather in black diction. Then scrawls that bad prescription, which scrambles death and fiction, which says your watch and station are not for the duration, though when you get it filled, it is a lie.
Hell. Oh. Vindictive stunt. Oh. Well, frock it. And you. Shadow alley slip for brains. See if I care. See if I care. Fuck up, let's dance. Yeah, well, just quack and watch me. Just watch. Thank you.
Friends and family. Clyde, you gonna say anything to close? Clyde, you gonna say anything to close it off? Or is this it?
Now you can make excuses if we only
Yes,
practice
tell him,
once today.
Oh, wasn't that good? A round of applause.